So I thought today, because I've essentially updated it, I would show you what is inside my. Um, well, it's not necessarily a diabetes bag, but it is. That's what it looks like, but it isn't one because that's not what I have. I have something called glycogen storage disease, which is very, very similar. I will do a video on that at some point later in the week or later on in the future when I can. I'm still trying to work it out myself. I've not had it very long. It's not the easiest thing to understand, but it's very similar to, as in the kit I use is very similar to someone with type 1. And I know that because my auntie, my mummy's sister, has type 1, so she has very similar items to me. This is a new version because I have had several bags and several different kits that I've used, so I like this one, this setup the most. It works for me, it makes it very clear what it is, it makes it very clear why it's there. If you can hear something in the background, it's because I've got my heater on right next to me. Also, my dog is not very far. My service dog is literally maybe 2 meters away from me right now. He's asleep on his bed, so I don't want to wake him or disturb him. However, if you see him, don't be alarmed. He's fine. He's alive. He's just sleeping. And my hair's up and looks sparkly because I'm getting ready for dance class, which we're doing over Zoom. But anyway, let's get into this. This is my new bag. It is absolutely wonderful. I love the fact that it can go over my shoulders and like crossbody and just be held by the thingy, the handles. I'm really tired, if you can't tell. It is from Alamates, and it says meds inside on that side of it, which is very important for me because this does carry meds. And I don't live in the USA, so I didn't get it off the Alamates store. I got it off a different online store, which I get a lot of my medical alert jewellery from, and it is called Medical I. Frick's sake, I can't say it, but Medical ID Co. I will link it below, just in case I got that wrong, and also because they do very fast delivery. It is great quality. I love my medical alert bracelet. I've had quite a lot off of them. In fact, most of my medical conditions are on their bracelets because they work. They have kids' versions. They have these kind of ones which are stretchy and waterproof. There are loads of different colours. I've had a pink one. I've had a blue one. I've had a purple and yellow one off them. I've had ones with animals on them that are kids' versions. It's very clear, very good understanding of what these bracelets are for, and I love it. This bag does have on the back of it, I'm covering my phone number and stuff, but on the back of it, hang on, I'll just take it out because I can just slip it back in again. It has, what did I pull out? Oh, wrong thing. Pulled the wrong thing out, sorry. It has this. Now, I think this is more for I haven't filled it in because I have a different card that I've filled in for this sort of thing, but this is stuff that again I think is more for America because it has my information, one column where you put your name, your number, and I'm assuming emergency contacts, and then it says contact info where they put this, you'd put their name, their number. I don't know what the pluses are for, to be fair, on theirs, and then medical info. Now this doesn't apply to people with the NHS in England because I don't think we have insurance. Whereas people in America or Australia or wherever else, they probably do have insurance. So that is where you put that information. And it'd be the same format as the ones for yourself and your contacts. I just don't use this because, well, for the simple reason that I don't have insurance. I do, however, carry within that little thing because it slides open. I carry this, which is just a little card that came with my orange med pack that I I carry my asthma and allergy stuff in. I do have 2 versions. I do have different bags for different things, just for my own brain. And then on the back I have like additional information that tells people how to treat my low blood sugar, what it is, where they can find it, and an emergency contact, which is my mum. And if I'm unconscious or my blood sugar is still low and I can't swallow or anything like that, then it says call 999. This is actually probably more clear than the one that actually comes in here, so I like to keep both together. And I slip it in front of the card. And then I also have this little card, but I only really use this. I'm covering my phone number up for anyone who doesn't realise. I only really use this if I'm going out somewhere without my family or a carer, if I'm going out with friends, or I'm just going to the shop or something, or I'm going out drinking, which doesn't happen very often. But I like to have this because it has my name on it, and it has, if it's found, because this is important medication, important stuff, my phone number, like my personal phone number, but it's covered up because obviously I don't want the whole internet to know my phone number. That would be a disaster. But this is just laminated. It's just a little yellow laminated card that I made a couple of different labels for things that have the same information on, because I started to move out on my own and I needed that information pretty clear in case someone found my medication. And that also goes in this little front bit, well, back technically if you're wearing it the right way around, that's the back of it. But it just makes it clear that if this is found, this is why, this is where you need to bring it to. Now, on to the inside. When you unzip it, the inside, oh, excuse me, I'm not particularly mobile at the moment, looks like this. There are 2 zippy uppy products, zippy uppy pockets, which I love. One's got an ice pack in, which currently it needs to go in the freezer, to be fair, because it hasn't been defrosted. It's been defrosted essentially because it's lived in this bag for so long. I need to chuck it in the freezer. But where's the freezer? Where is it? Where the heck is it? Oh, I hope the dog hasn't eaten it. I don't think he has. He doesn't like the feel of it. But I can't get to it. Oh, it's here, look. It's here. That is the ice pack that comes in the zippy uppy pocket. I don't know why it's still in the bag. I think it's just because I haven't used it yet, because obviously this is fairly new. And I don't know if you're meant to take it out the bag or not. Well, out the bag that it comes in. And then in the zippy uppy product, sorry, I'm cold and turn the heater back on. In the zippy uppy pockets, I just keep blow treatments. So when my blood sugar does go low, I've got things that I can reach for that are easy to open for myself. I have, obviously not just these, but I have fruit pastels. Thank you, Auntie Sandra, for showing me that they are really good hypo treatments. And for anyone wondering, let me see. Oops, I'm holding it the wrong way around. That's not going to work well, is it? Per 100 grams, this is 70 grams of carbs. Per serving, which is 7 sweets, it is 21.1 grams. So they're quite good for hypos, especially for me, because they're quite easy for me to chew. And because of my autism, I have very sensitive oral sensors, so chewy things I quite like, crunchy things I quite like, so these work well for me. I also have, what are these called? What are they? Parma Violets, which I got out of a giant packet, so I can't tell you the amount of carbs in these, but I do like them. I don't use these as often as I use fruit pastels or juice because they are very sugary, but I do like Parma Violets. I do quite enjoy using them as a hypo treatment. They're something that I can easily open on my own and not destroy within 2 minutes, and they're also something that Jake can get out my bag for me if I need him to. So that's also important because sometimes he is the respondent to my low blood sugar. Like, he goes and gets things for me. In the other pocket, what do I have in the other pocket? In the other zippy uppy pocket, I have, oh, I think I just had hand sanitizer in there, which is logical in general, but especially in COVID-19 era, definitely a plus to have that. And then zippy back up so I don't end up getting annoyed with it. The ice pack would also go inside that zippy uppy product pocket even. I don't know why I keep saying product. I'm tired. And then in the big bit between the other two sections, so this bit here, I have other hypo treatments that are like really low treatments. I have some gel, which, oops, sugar struck at my keyboard, is easy to open because I think you just pull it open, but I haven't used these yet. They are just glucose food supplements with sweetener and flavouring. So they're fruit punch flavour, but you can get them with other flavours. It's just these ones are safe for me. They don't have any citrus in or nuts. I doubt any sort of fruit flavoured thing would have nuts in unless it was a very specific kind of nut. But I like these ones the most, and they work because they are 15 grams of glucose. I only use them when my blood sugar is severely low and I can't swallow. That is why they're in there. I also have Skittles, which I'd completely forgotten about, to be fair. I hope they're still in date because I'd forgotten they were in here. One bag is 18 grams, so I'm assuming that doesn't mean 18 grams of carbs, that just means 18 grams worth of packet. Where is your... Where is it? Oh, I don't know where. I think, oh yeah, this came out of a bigger packet as well, I'm afraid. So I can't tell you the grams of carbs in the Skittles, but I will find that out eventually because this came out of a bigger packet, so it will be somewhere. It'll just be hiding. And I also have in that pocket, I also have cake icing or gel, whatever you want to call it. I like the yellow. I don't know why. I think I just like it because it reminds me of sunshine. I've never used it, which is why the lid's still on. But again, it's the same as the fruit punch. It is if my blood sugar goes way too low and I can't eat, but I can swallow, it'll just bring my blood sugar back up to normal range, which is anything above 4, because 4 is low, and anything below 4 is low. So this will just bring my blood sugar back up to normal range, and then I'll probably have a hard carb on top of that, just to make sure I don't go again. And for anyone who didn't know what that noise was, it was me demonstrating the noise my brain thinks when I go really low. So I would have this and then like Skittles or fruit pastels or something to fix it. Sorry, I forget sometimes that I get emails on my Fitbit as well as text, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm either looking at the time because I have dance class soon and I've got no idea what the time is on my laptop because I can't read it, or because it's buzzed and I've got an email and I'm waiting for an important one, so there's a chance that I might just look like I'm being boring. I promise I'm not. And then the only 2 pockets left are these 2 here. One is just it's also open at the moment because I've just used it, but one is just a little pocket that came originally with a little bottle that Alamate sell with this bag that you're supposed to put your antihistamine in for allergic reactions, which is what I've done. That's in my other bag. That's in my med pack bag for allergic reactions and asthma. So I still used it, it just didn't get used here. And in that little pocket I now have needles for my clicker and what else is in here? Oh crud, there's something really little in there and I don't know what it is. Batteries for my meter, well, one actually, there's not more than one there. And alcohol prep wipes, which need updating because there's only one left in there as well, unfortunately. It's fine, I'm at home at the moment because lockdown made it difficult for me to go out, and I struggle to go out anyway in general, so I can update that on my own, in my own time, it's fine. And in the final pocket there is, well, final inside pocket, there is test strips. I use the T2 test strips. I have covered this in sticky sparkly tape. Well, I think America has washi tape, we don't here. This is just tape that I found in my WH Smith's and Poundland tape. My clicker, which again I have just covered in tape because I don't like boring ones. And my meter. This is the T2 meter. I love it. It's great. It means that I don't have to remember numbers as well because it's got a memory button. I don't even know what my last blood sugar was. Let's have a look. Apparently I didn't test very much today because this is from, where is this from? This is from 1 o'clock this afternoon. And apparently I was 5.6 this afternoon. For those who can't read that, I think it might be backwards on screen. And I haven't tested again since, so I should probably do that. In fact, I'm going to do that now because I don't have long till dance and I'd rather know I'm not low. So I'm going to do that on camera. Please ignore the fact that my brain is a bit scattered. I am absolutely exhausted. But to test, I thought I might as well show you since I need to test anyway. I need all of those things I just showed you, including the alcohol prep wipe. I will restore them before I dance, excuse me. I get my meter. I then get a test strip from my shiny jar. Oh, and I also have tissues in there. For those wondering what that was, I do also have tissues in that big pocket, which I had to move and then forgot to show. I get a test strip. Hello, test strip. It's so little. I generally find these everywhere because I drop them. They don't go in the bin very often. They end up scattered around the house because I empty my bag at night, so I don't go to the next place or the next day with it full of stuff. I then put my test strip in my meter. It makes a little beepy noise and shows, focus please, focus, that's green. Then I grab my alcohol prep wipe, rip it open, grab the alcohol prep, like the tiny wipe my finger clean because you don't want all your extra sugar on your fingers because you can get a false reading. I would normally wash my hands, that's what you get for living with a dog, but I don't see the point really. I've already washed them several times, so they're just going to get gross, and I have dry skin anyway and it just makes things worse. I then grab my pricker, pull the thingy so that the little button comes up, hopefully this works, thank you, and prick my finger. Sometimes I have to squeeze it, and I did today just to make it bleed enough to get enough. And then I wipe it away because I've not used soap, so I need to wipe it away with the wipe again. And I press again to get the blood out with my finger, which sometimes is the most uncooperative thing in the world. And I pick up my meter, and I put the meter onto the blood till it beeps again, which it just did. Then it counts down 3, 2, 1 and shows me my number, which is 5. We're not doing too bad today. That's 5. That's better than what I thought it would be. So I'm not low for dance, which is good. I think that's just adrenaline kicking in, really. I don't think it's anything else. And then I wipe my finger off because I don't like getting blood all over things because ew. And then I will put all of this, the test strip and the wipe, I will put on the table so that I move it later when I've figured out where to put it, because it doesn't go in the bin because it's technically classed as clinical waste. And then wait for my meter to turn off and put it back in its case so that into its pocket so I don't lose it, because I'm great at losing things and this is not something you want to lose. And zipped up, this bag looks very, very nice. Zipped up, it looks like that's what it looks like zipped up, so everything matches, which makes me very happy. And in the very front pocket there's a magnet. You can't see it, but in the very front pocket there's a magnet, and it just shuts closed like that. I don't think I've got anything in this pocket. Nope, I do not. So that is all that's in my bag. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. For those wondering, I will show you quickly where the dog is so you don't freak out and think he's gone, because he hasn't. He is... Where's my lovely boy? He's there. He's there. He didn't go anywhere. He was just sleeping during the video. And I will see you guys later. Bye!